Good afternoon and welcome to the Legacy Lost Radio and Music Paradise show. And today I'm going to demonstrate.
Yeah, we just hooked up the 380 in the car, and we had the antenna on top of the roof of the car, and we have the hand mic. So I'm just checking to see how we do.
TYT MD-380 digital handheld UHF. I love this thing, and it's working pretty good.
Sounds good there. That matchup for the radio.
I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, I got this programmed. I got a code plug from a local repeater trustee, and I did some more updates, added more contacts, added some scannable channels.
You've been on it.
Sorry about that. I got some scannable channels. I put in all the locals, separated the analog repeaters, and works really well. I'm in the fringe area. I'm in the kind of the fringe from Orlando, Daytona, Titusville. So sometimes the conditions aren't as good as others, but it's a nice clear day. So it seems to be working okay. It does seem to help using the longer antenna on this. It does give me a little bit more gain, so I'm just using this as a handheld. So far so good. It's a little tricky to program. It's a totally different beast than analog. Very confusing, you know. I got it to power up when it shuts off. I mean, when you put it on, usually displays your name. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then you got up to 16 channels per zone. The zone is basically your repeater where you're located. This one here is, I believe, in Titusville. I get this in Orlando, probably the best in my location, in Southeast Fallujah. You get up to 16 channels per per zone, and you get all these different ones. And in case you don't get anything on what you're listening to, you can listen to the other ones by just pressing, well, I got mine. You got the scan function on here, and then also you can make it so you do not transmit on some of the ones. I got a couple of the worldwide ones on different ones. I'm not really keen on transmitting on everything that comes on, and some of them different languages and so forth. You got North America, local repeaters, local talk groups. Like I said, it's a totally different animal, but the sound quality on this radio is superb. I got this on Amazon, I believe, for about $89 free shipping on Prime. The audio quality is superb. Again, it comes with 2 antennas, a charging cable. It comes with the belt clip and battery and all that kind of good stuff. The manual for this is kind of in Chinese American. It's an American, but some of the English is broken on the manual. I don't really recommend doing that. There's a couple different sites. Don't get intimidated by it. The first thing you do is you apply for your DMR ID. On DMR Mark, you have to be a licensed amateur radio operator to get a license. It takes about a day or two to get it, up to 48 hours or so. And then once you're in a database, you can add, you get the radio ID, so when you set up the radio, you put your ID in the radio, so when you transmit, people know who they're hearing, and then you put them in your digital contacts, so you can put their call and their first name or nickname, whatever you call them by, and you build up your database. And some groups themselves have, like some ham radio organization groups, like they'll even have their own ID, I guess, if they're using like a contest thing or something. It's kind of interesting. Yes, very very unique. It's almost like having HF in your pocket, and I got like over 500 contacts in here. Not that I know them all, but I got some contacts in here. And then if I hear any locals, you can go to DMR Mark site and search your local city amateur radio people. So if you know their call sign, you can put them in your contacts. So, and the only thing I haven't figured out yet is how to do a private call or a text on here. You can pretty much, I think, call someone individually through here and then send them a text through the DMR, but I haven't got around to that yet, but I have figured out most of it yet. So it is pretty neat, and again, this is an interesting thing. Put this back up here. But highly recommend getting one if you haven't gotten one yet. And give it a try. I think you'll like it. It's a good addition to any technician level ham or up. There's many talk groups. There's many groups on, I think, Yahoo, Facebook, all sorts of groups, and some are helpful, some are not. Some are, they only want to deal with Motorola, kind of snobby. Like anything else, you got your elitists on there and kind of ruin the hobby for new people. I've been in radio for over 20 years. I just got licensed in February, so it's been about 8-9 months now for me that I've been licensed. And but these are neat. They're more popular again on the UHF than the VHF. I hear the dual band radios have problems with the SMA connectors breaking off, even just taking an antenna on and off. They're kind of weak at the base, so I'm just sticking with this MD-380 right now. I'd like to probably get the 390, which has the waterproof, and some even have GPS. There's different ones, and maybe move up to a Motorola. I think I'd like to try a, I forgot what they call it, the 800 series UHF mobile, but they're probably $200, $300 for I think 45 watt UHF mobile that does DMR. I think that would be nice to have more power, and then instead of just using a handy talkie for everything. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it encourages people to get on DMR. Like I said, it's like having HF in your pocket. For the money, it's you're not going to go wrong. You can still use it on analog if you don't like the digital features on it, and it's got a nice screen. And the audio quality again is superb on the receiver and TX. So give us a thumbs up and share, like if you like, and whatever. And we appreciate everybody subscribing. And again, that was just a quick demo of the TYT MD-380. And again, I'm on the repeater fringes. I'm indoors, and I'm about 30 miles or so. Daytona's north of me, 30 miles. Orlando's west of me, about 30 more miles. And the Titusville's about 30 miles too, 25, 35 miles, somewhere in between there. So there's, I'm on the fringe. I'm not like right next door to a repeater. So, but I still get a pretty decent signal, and, it's worth a try. So give it a try, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.